Hello students, many of you have requested me to discuss the answers of the assignment given. So this video is for you. This is chapter 1 assignment 1. Here some name of devices were given and it was asked to mention input device or output device for the following. So number 1 is keyboard. Keyboard, all of you know student, this is the device that is used to give in information to the computer. We type using the keyboard, so this is an input device. Mouse is also example of an input device. Microphone is also input device. It is used to record voice. Webcam is another input device. Scanner is also input device. Speaker is an output device. It is used to give out the sound that is already recorded in the computer. Printer is another example of output device. Coming to number 8, CPU. Students, CPU is not an input device nor an output device. It is clearly mentioned in the book also. This is a tricky question, and this question is purposely inserted among these input and these output devices. You will write this a processor. CPU is a processing device. It is the processor. The central processing unit is called CPU, and CPU, you will write it. It is a processor. It is neither an input device nor an output device. Monitor is the most important output device. Anything that we do, any alphabet that we type using the keyboard, any mouse action, everything is reflected on the monitor, and projector is also example of an output device. Now this is assignment 2 from chapter 1. Write the full form of the following. This is CPU. CPU is the central processing unit. ALU, the arithmetic and logic unit. OS is operating system. CU, control unit, and IPO is input process output. This is the cycle in which our computer works. Number B, answer the following questions given below. What does the term hardware mean? The term hardware means all the components of a computer that we can touch and feel. You can also write this answer. This is page 9. In this pink box, key points, you can also write the answer from here. The parts of a computer that we can touch and feel are called the hardware of a computer. You can also write this answer. Number 2 is, which is the brain of a computer? So all of you know students, CPU is the brain of a computer. Number 3, what are the three main parts of a CPU? The three main parts, the three main units of a CPU are the arithmetic and logic unit, the control unit, and the memory unit. This answer is also given on page 5. This answer is given in page 5. The three main components, the three main units of CPU. Number 4, name some storage devices. There are many types of storage devices. Examples of some external storage devices are given on page 6 and 7. You will write those. The CDs, the DVDs, and the pen drives. This is assignment 3 from chapter 1. Here some statements are given. You have to state true or false against the statement. Number 1. Calculations done by the computer are accurate. Obviously this is a true statement because computer does long calculations, difficult calculations correctly and within a few seconds. It takes a very less time to do huge calculations, and all the calculations done by the computer are always accurate. Number 2, a computer needs to rest after every 2 hours. So this is a false statement because computer is a machine and it does not need any rest. It never gets tired on working. Number 3, computers are artificially intelligent. This is an important point students. In the book it is given computers are intelligent. We have marked that false. But here the statement is computers are artificially intelligent. So note here, the word artificially is included. So this is a true statement because the intelligence that the computer has is programmed. We human beings are created by God. We are all intelligent human beings. We have created computers. We have programmed the computer. It can work only up to how much it is programmed. So this statement, when artificially intelligent is told, it is true. We call the computer AI. AI means artificial intelligent. Number 4, hardware consists of all the parts located inside the CPU cabinet. Yes, all the parts that are located inside the CPU cabinet consist of hardware. So, though the parts are covered inside the CPU, you cannot directly touch or see the parts, but they are kept inside the CPU cabinet to protect them. If we open the cabinet, we can see and we can also touch them. So these are called the hardware parts. So this is a true statement. True. Number 1, true. Number 2 is a false. Number 3 is true, and number 4 is again a true statement. Coming to number B, answer the following questions. What is a software? This answer also is given in the key points in the pink box in page 9. You can get this answer. This second last point, software is a set of instructions that tells a computer what tasks to perform. Okay, you can write the answer from here. Number 2, give examples of application software. This answer you will get in page 8. Here you can see examples of application software are given: MS Paint, Tux Paint, MS Word and Calculator. Application software, you know student, these are those software without which the computer can work. But to perform this particular function, we need this software. And number 3 is name a few operating system. So this answer is also given here. Examples of operating system: Windows, Ubuntu, Mac OS and etc. You can also refer to the videos that I have sent earlier on this chapter. Watching the videos in this summer vacation will be like a revision to the chapters. Now coming to this chapter 1 assignment, I have given only one assignment from chapter 1. I will give some more assignment at the time of revision. After the holiday, we will have online classes. On those classes, I will give you some more questions. So let us discuss this assignment. The answers of this assignment I will discuss in this video. What is a desktop? Desktop, as all of you know, the first screen that we get when we turn on the computer is called desktop. The answer is also given on page 13. Yes, this is page 13. The first screen that is displayed after switching on the computer is called the desktop. You can write this answer also. Then next one is, what is wallpaper? Can we change the wallpaper? Yes, we can obviously change the wallpaper, and all of you know student that what is a wallpaper? The picture at the background of the desktop is called the wallpaper. The answer is also given on page 13. It is the background picture on the desktop. It's called wallpaper, and we can also change the wallpaper. I have shown you in some video that how we can change the wallpaper. So if you want, you can refer those videos also. Number 3, what do you understand by the term icons? Give examples. So the small pictures on the desktop screen is called icons, and example of icons, you know this my PC, then anything, any file or folders you can keep as icons, isn't it? The Internet Explorer that you are using, Chrome browser, you can keep icon of that. Any file or folder that you use, you can keep icon of that. You can refer to your book in page 13. The definition is also given, and some examples like Firefox, VLC media player and notepad is given. You can write these examples also. Number 4, what is window in a computer? Now window means when we open any particular application, you see a box appears after the desktop, that is called window. The sentence given in the book is, this is the box that appears on the desktop when you start a program or application. You can write this answer also. I will not give you any written answer, because maybe the answer that you have written in your own language is also correct. But if I will give you a written answer, you will stop writing the answers and you will start to memorize the answers that your miss has given. I don't want that. I want you to try to write. And if possible, if the situation improves, the school will obviously give you a date when you will bring your assignment and teachers will correct your assignments. Coming to number 5, what is the full form of GUI? The full form of GUI is Graphical User Interface. The word is also given in the book, Graphical User Interface. Now when you are writing the abbreviation, you write GUI all in capital. So when you are asked to write the full form, please write the first alphabet in capital, G capital, U capital, I capital. Okay. What is a taskbar? So all of you know the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop screen is called taskbar. Not desktop screen, at the bottom of the computer screen is called taskbar. The long horizontal bar at the bottom of the computer screen is called taskbar. Mention the name of its components in Windows 10. So the name of the components are also given in the book, and I will request you to write the names in the order from left to right. Okay. It is mentioned serially in the book also, it is given in that order. This is page 18. In page 18 it is given. Number 1, at the most left is the start button, then the search box, task view, pinned program and file explorer, then notification area, and at the extreme right a thin line comes which we call show desktop button. Please write in this order, don't mix up, write it from left to right. It will be easier for you to remember also once you get the order. And number 7, is it possible to change the position of the taskbar? Yes, it is obviously possible. We know that how to change the taskbar. We have seen it in earlier videos also. Again I am telling you, if you are confused, you can again refer the videos. Number 8, which button is used to shut down the computer? In the live classes I have shown you that the start button is used to shut down the computer, and those who have missed the live class, they will read this in this book. This is page 18 in the book. It is written that we can start a program, search for a program, shut down the computer, etc. using the start button. So the start button is also used for shutting down the computer. This is all in this video. We will have some more assignment after we start classes. Till then, goodbye students, stay healthy and take care.